Today we're going to work a linear modeling problem. The length L of grass growth is a linear function of time x in weeks. The initial measurement of the length of the grass was 3 centimeters long. After 1 week, the grass was 7 centimeters long. Part A asks, find the linear function that relates L to x. So step 1 is to determine what we are looking for, and we are looking for a linear function that relates L to x. Step 2, assign a variable to represent what you are looking for. Recall that the standard form of a linear function, is f of x equals mx plus b. And so these are going to be our variables. F of x is, in our case, L of x, which is our length. And x is our time. B is our initial measurement, so B is going to be 3. And we're going to find M in step 3. Step 3 is to translate into mathematical statements. So M is our rate. So to get our rate, we're going to take our last measurement, which was 7, and subtract our initial measurement, which is 3, and it's going to give us 4, and that is our rate. So in step 4, let's put this equation together to answer the original question. So we're going to have L of x as our length equals m, which is our 4, times x plus our b, which is 3. And this is the linear function that relates L to x from our problem. And we want to make sure this makes sense with what the facts were presented. And that's step 5. So let's check. Let's plug in our x as 1 week. And that's where we should get 7 centimeters long after 1 week. So we plug in 1, we get 4 times 1 plus 3, that equals 7, so this does work. Part B, compute the length after 5 weeks. So step 1, determine what we are looking for, and we're looking for length, and that's after 5 weeks. So step 2, assign a variable to represent what you are looking for. We know that L equals length. And since we know we have after 5 weeks, so we're going to know x equals 5. And step 3, translate the English into mathematical statements. Most of this was done in part A, so we're just going to copy over our equation of L of x equals 4x plus 3. And step 4, we're going to solve the function. So we have x equals 5. We're going to plug this in for our x in our function. So we'll have L of 5 equals 4 times 5 plus 3. 4 times 5 plus 3 is 23 centimeters. And this is the length after 5 weeks. We want to make sure this makes sense with the problem. So that's step 5. Does it make sense that after 5 weeks we would increase to 23 centimeters? And it does. And this is how to solve a linear modeling problem.